I think I am. If you can hear me, put something in the comments down below. I just realized this table is really kind of low, but I think it looks fine on camera. It's low to me though. Okay, I think I look live. I look like, hold on, let me see if I got my audio. Oh yes, I hear myself. What is going on, everyone? I don't know how many people are in here. Do not know. It looks like only a few people. No big deal. What is going on, Inferno Bros? Sorry about that small delay. I realized that my streaming computer and the computer that I do all of my slicing and everything on is over there, and I'm streaming on it over here, so I'm going to use my laptop. Dad Bob, how are you, Bob? What's going on, guys? Yeah, I'm just finishing up. You know, there was an issue with Cura 5.3 with kind of round or curved surfaces. Any printer would leave massive blobs on it. Hello, you're already wanting to be part of the show. So on this computer, the laptop that I'm gonna slice Benji on or whatever I print, I didn't have 5.2, so I had to revert my Cura back to 5.2. But of course, you know, she was in the last live stream, and she has to be in this live stream too. Has to be in everything. Well, I guess we probably shouldn't wait too long. I mean, I think this unboxing is gonna basically be the same as every other unboxing experience. It looks very similar, but definitely thank you to MINGDA for sending this out to me, because I've seen a bunch of stuff that MINGDA has posted on their social medias, on Instagram and stuff, and I've just been like interested in their products for a while, but they reached out to me, so thank you. And I don't know, it looks like there's some interesting stuff with this Magician X2 or whatever. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, hold on. What is there? Let me get this. I've got to give you the obligatory cat. Oh, this is on the oh, it's on the wrong angle. How do I convert? Let's see. Back. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. All right, let's go back. Restart. How do you do this? There we go. Obligatory cat. Of course, there she is. Has to be in every video. How you doing, Pepper? Oh, all right. All right, so anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen anything about the MINGDA X2, definitely, you know, if you guys want to pull up something on the side, go ahead and do so. I am going to get my tools to assemble this. I have them in this incredibly messy Ender 6. Been working on some stuff with that. But guys, if you've never used these hex wrenches, absolutely you need to pick some up. They're incredible. Of course, if you're watching live, I can't give you a link, but if you're watching the VOD, I'll have a link down below. Cat. Yeah, I know, exactly. All right, let's get into it. Of course, I don't have a knife, so let's see. Snips. Let's get some snips. Okay, come on. Oh god, I love how Show has to be so playful. Have any of you guys seen anything about this printer or about MINGDA in general? Because I don't know, they're not huge, obviously. You know, lots of people aren't getting this printer on their channel. Probably they're denying it. You know, I'm sure MINGDA is sending requests out to everyone. But okay. I need to open the top, and this is her box. This is her box. You haven't seen anything? Have you like Inferno? Have you heard of MINGDA in general, or just not about this particular printer? All right, down. You stay down while I cut the top open. Oh no, I lied. I thought this was gonna be a normal unboxing. I already don't like this. They gave me white. Well. There is, yeah, I've not. Well, this is not the best unboxing experience. I hate this stuff. Everyone hates this stuff. It's going to leave a nasty mess throughout the entire room. Let me just throw it over there. So we have notice before installing, do not touch the Z-axis lead screw when taking the gantry out of the package. Do not lift the hotbed. I don't know why. Do not lift by the hotbed. Good afternoon. How are y'all? What's up, DeWitt? Oh my gosh, DeWitt, I've seen your channel before. How you doing? When installing the gantry, please be careful. Okay. I've assembled 100 of these before. I don't need. All right, so of course the standard. Let me get you the look right here. So this is what we're looking at. This is of course we have all of our foam everywhere. This is, like I said, this is gonna leave a nasty mess, but we have a nice tool case. Sure, you know, most times you're not gonna get a tool case, so that's nice. Probably not gonna use it, but look at this. If it's gonna focus, I don't know. It looks like we've got foam in our connectors, all in the connector. I'm gonna have to clean all of these out. Over here too. Oh gosh, come on, MINGDA. Why, come on. Why'd you use this? Use the standard black foam. Non-farm. What's up, non-farm? What's up, guys? What's up? All right. What is this? Spool holder. It looks kind of deformed. Why does this not focus? Let's see. This spool holder definitely looks deformed. I don't know about this. Okay. All right. So standard packaging. This is unfortunate. Oh my gosh, come on, MINGDA, I really want to like this, but you're giving me a bad experience. I have foam all in the, you know, they say don't touch the Z-axis lead screw, but there's foam all in the grease on the lead screw, so like it's stuck to it. I need to get the close-up back. I didn't see this at first. There is foam stuck to the grease on the lead screw. Of course, not on this side, but that's probably just pure luck. On this side too, there's some foam in there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. All right, let's get over this. I need to, so this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted this printer. My K1 showed up today, guess what I'm doing? Okay, DeWitt, I have a K1 on the way and a K1 Max on the way, but I think my K1 and K1 Max are in the second batch, or sorry, the first batch of the K1 Max, the second batch of the K1, but I haven't received a tracking number or anything so far, so it's a little disappointing. But this is kind of why I wanted it, because this hot end is supposed to be like kind of easy on off. We'll see if that's actually the case. And I don't know, I'm not quite sure if there's like extra hot ends for mixing and stuff like that. Maybe there's mixing hot ends, I don't know, but I've kind of always wanted to play with a mixing hot end to see what it's really capable of. I can put two filaments in, and then it just like, it's like co-extrusion built into the actual printer. So I'm not sure if this has that. All right. Oh, static everywhere. Oh geez, how do I even get this out? Let's see. I hope you will have time to be. Oh, all right. How do you? All right. No? Okay. Get this out. My cat is down there. She almost got hit by that foam. All right, so, you know, this is kind of standard for what we're seeing these days. We're seeing these ribbon cables, and they've done a good job. Is this supposed to be here? Let me see. Let me get this close up again. I don't know if we've got zip ties right here, but I don't know if those are supposed to stay. Gonna have to read the instructions, of course. But you know, this use of ribbon cables is kind of normal now. I love these ribbon cables over the standard because these look so much cleaner. And 3D printers, they definitely don't. They definitely don't look like DIY devices in your house. So obviously they do. All right, we're gonna put this. I'll put this back here for now. On the floor. I don't have any room in this place. Let's see. What's with the packaging? Yeah, dude, I have no idea what's with the packaging. This is not okay. Like, just off the bat, I don't like this. Because this, all of this white foam is just, and I think that's it. That was literally it. So that's actually, well, not too bad. But look at this. I've now got all this white foam that I need to clean up from. Like, I'm not going to clean it up right now, but. Oh, yes. Okay, I like this. So they've got guides. This is something that printing manufacturers fail to do so often. Cat. She's run all over the place. Printing manufacturers, for some reason, can't put like flexible build plate guides on their machine, and MINGDA has managed to do that, which is definitely like 2 thumbs up. Well, that's 1 thumb, but I'll give you a second one. And they've put guides all around, so getting this on should. Well, actually, how do I do it from this side? Let's see, getting this on in the right orientation should be really easy. So that's pretty nice. Okay, maybe the unboxing is not going to be great, but maybe like the printing will be good. I don't know. What's with the? I hate that white styrofoam. It's nasty stuff. Stays in your clothes for days. Man, like, seriously, that white styrofoam, you get that in all the, I thought we graduated from white styrofoam, and I'm not talking about 3D printers. I'm talking about products from the entire, like, everything, every realm. I thought we graduated from this stuff, but clearly that's not the case. So, one thing to note, I always do a brief check when I first get a printer. One thing to note on this is that the belt is kind of like floppy. Let's see. The belt is kind of floppy. It might be good. I'm not going to touch it, but just something that I see off the bat. But no big deal, because we do have, I'm going to tighten this actually. The ability to tighten. I'm not sure why. This stuff, like these, stuff like that just took me, how long did it take me? 10 seconds to tighten that belt. That shouldn't come from factory like that, because, it shouldn't come from factory floppy, because I know to fix that kind of thing. What are you going to use as a test print for this? Well, I was going to white foam stiff. Wonder if any bolt. Oh, yeah, actually, I didn't even think about that. I wonder if any bolts came loose. What am I going to print? I was just going to use a benchy, because that's what people typically do off the bat. But if you have something you'd like to see, if you put a link in the comments, as long as it's kind of small, I'll print whatever you guys want. Let's see. This should have auto leveling. It does say it has auto leveling. Okay, so is this whole manual in? This is interesting. Let's see. This whole manual is like, it's in 2 languages all at once. They don't, oh, I don't know. Okay, let me, I'm not even showing. It's in like 2 languages. There's like German and English all at once. It's kind of interesting. All right, let's not waste too much time. Let's see. Gonna head home, but we'll listen in the car. Sweet. Yeah, drive safe, man. Let's see. Thank you for stopping in as well. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay, install the gantry. I need M5 by 20. Well, hope the tools are in here. Let's see. Oh, and they're all mixed, so I gotta figure this out. Let's see. This is already a little more, try this. Sure. This is already a little more work than I wish that this was. Some printers, like, one of the WizMaker, I'm actually going to do a live stream on that. I've had a WizMaker, and a brand new WizMaker P1 in a box in that corner for 3 months. I really need to get that done. My go-to test is the Cali Dragon. How big is the Cali Dragon? I'm not quite sure I recognize that model name. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Can't remember what I was saying. It's what happens when you get this old. 26 years old, can't remember something from 5 minutes ago. Gosh. Oh yeah, the gantry. Oh yeah, okay. like my Wizmaker P1, that is 4 bolts and it's ready to go. 4 bolts and plug some wires in. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 things here, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. But so to avoid bending the lead screw and affect the printing, don't touch. Okay, sure. So what does it want me to do first? Put this down. This is kind of nice, actually. I like this. I gotta show you this. This is great. They've done this the right way. So do you see that whole entire bracket right there? Hold on, I'm trying not to drop that. This bracket right here, the Z-axis kind of just sits in this whole bracket, and you can let go of it and it doesn't fall. That's actually really nice. It's like you only really should be assembling this 1 or 2 times ever, but that's pretty handy because assembling these printers with one person sometimes is not fun. So, but God, all this white styrofoam is really frustrating. And I have to white styrofoam everywhere. Let's see. My good. Oh, okay. Gosh, and it's in the. It really is in those connectors. I have compressed air somewhere, but where that is, I don't know. So hopefully I can just blow into it and clean it all out. So there's dual Z motors on this, which is nice. Hopefully, and I don't know, hopefully it will actually align the Z motors itself. You know, if you have both of them, you may as well do it. But so there's dual Z motors, and this I think is what they mean by the hot end connects on off really easily. Up here there is only one single bolt, so it's not like a flip, how it just, you know, flips in and keeps in with pressure, but just that one bolt. So I thought there was supposed to be a mixing nozzle in the box, and there wasn't. So maybe they have one for sale on the website. Why do I feel like this printer will be very finicky? Dude, honestly, when I accepted this, I didn't think that it was going to be finicky, but after immediately opening this, I think it might be finicky as well. So down here on the Z-axis, we've got a couple really easy connectors, and actually this one must be, well, I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. So ribbon cable, this probably is for the hot end. And then on the back, you've just got your standard connectors to plug the hot ends in. So let me get these plugged in. Let's see. All right, that went in pretty easily. I haven't even screwed this thing. I forgot that I haven't even screwed this in because it's sitting in place by itself. Let's see. Oh, these screw in on the sides. Nice. So these don't actually screw in from the bottom of the printer. They screw in from the side. So I don't know if that's going to provide less support, but we'll see. You know, maybe this thing isn't supposed to print super fast and it won't vibrate, you know, till the end of time, but maybe it will. These holes line up pretty well too, which is nice. So while this is a little frustrating that they don't have, that was the wrong size. While they don't have less assembly required, it might be easy. That was the right size. What the heck? That is not... What size is this? This is a weird size. Holy crap. I have to use the pre-included... No way. Oh my gosh. I have to use these pre-included things because they... So one of these is a 3 and one of these is a 2. This is a 2.5. It says M4. Oh gosh. What the heck? What's going on, Guy the Jedi? How you doing? All right. And it, you know, this Z-axis didn't like totally fall out whenever I whenever I tilted it on its side. So we're kind of, I'm not impressed at some of this, but some of it's pretty convenient. Let's see. Okay, here we go. What, you know, I never saw Inferno. I never saw that model. I saw you said try this, but you didn't. If you posted the link, it might have got. It might have been like auto modded or something. Um, if you want to, I have my Discord link in the description of this video. If you join my Discord, you can post the link in there, and then I can see it, and I can go ahead and download that if I think it's a a decent model to try. But I think that link got auto modded somehow. Oh, should I even clean this, or should I just print with it as is? And like, there's white crap all in the threads of the Z-axis. I might just let it be. Like, if that is what it is, that is what it is. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. All right. Next step. Wants me to install the, oh, this just clicks into place. That's kind of nice. Okay. How does it, oh, and you can choose what side as well. Hey, that was pretty nice. But this thing, oh, what is, I see. Okay, this is not, so earlier, if you were here when I just opened the box, I posted a link too. Not sure if it showed up. Yeah, I didn't see it. Oh, okay, yeah. Same with you. I didn't see your link either. I didn't get any links. Let me open up my Discord on this computer. I saw no links. So let's see. So this, if you were here when I first opened this printer, like at the very, very beginning of the stream, I thought the filament spool holder was kind of like, molded weird. It's actually supposed to be like that. Because like a normal spool, let's see if I can find a, well, I don't even have a spool holder. Excuse me, I don't have a spool holder easily available. But, oh, actually I might. Well, it's stuck. Anyway, it's like, so the spool won't fall off, but it doesn't go all the way around. It just like, the bottom, I don't know, this is weird. I don't know why they did that. It's functionally perfectly fine, but it's just weird, a weird choice. Now I have to get the white foam out of these holes. Holy Toledo. All right, white foam is gone. Plug in Z-axis 1 in. Plugging Z-axis 2. Really? All right, look at, oh gosh. Man, you guys are in for a wild ride today. You guys are in for a wild ride. Look at this. This connector is in incorrectly. Like, this is not how this connector fits. I don't even know if I can show this. This connector doesn't go in like this. It has to be flipped upside down. So I'm gonna have to like twist this whole entire, I have to twist this whole cable bundle upside down. It's like it was installed in the entire case upside down or something. I don't even know how that's possible. It's like I'm bending the wires. I feel like I'm breaking them as I bend them. It just feels bad. Oh well. This hot end connector goes in, or hotbed connector goes there. All right. I feel like I've connected all of the electrical before they ever wanted me to do that. Nice carrying handle on top. Kind of nice, actually. There's some luxury features on here that aren't on a lot of printers. Like I said, it's got the support, or it's got the braces to like get the flex plate in the right location, which is like that's really nice. I don't have any of my printers like that. Like, you know, my $800 AnchorMake M5s don't even have that. And it's got stuff like this nice handle, these braces to hold the Z-axis. These are all like niceties, but I don't know, something's giving me bad vibes. Inferno, dude, you can just post the link anywhere. Let me see. If you want to post it in general, that's fine. Does not matter to me. Let's see. There's a new message there. Yeah, I see one. Yeah, you just go post it in general. Oh, that's the Cali Dragon. Okay. Gotcha, gotcha. Speaking of which, I should probably post the link to the stream in the Discord. See if I can get some people in here from their post. All right. I didn't realize that was the Cali Dragon. I have seen a bunch of people do the Cali Dragon as a main or as a test benchy kind of thing as well. All right, I'm gonna rip this tape off of the hot end, and let me show you the close-up of this thing. So here is, it's like kind of not focused still. And the back, we've got two, looks like 4010s, and then a massive slot for a ribbon connector. I guess we have Z leveling with the nozzle, because it does have auto Z leveling. And there are two, I think they're 4010s as well for hot end. So one of them's kind of like angled, kind of funny. This one on the left is angled at a 45, and this one on the right has an interesting. Yeah, the whole thing is interesting. We'll see how it performs. So, okay, I got all the electrical. I did that. I didn't even read the instructions for that. I don't see general. I'm in Discord. Let's see. Oh, okay. You probably need to accept the rules first. On the rules, click the green check mark, and then the general should pop up, and then you should hopefully just said that. Hopefully you should see general. So push the extruder parallel into the supports to make sure the screw holes in the top. Oh no, the camera. I'm not sure what happened, but my camera just decided to turn off. So give me 1 second. I was reading, don't know what happened. So let me actually, let's see. Yeah, give me just 1 second to go figure out what happened over there. Sorry about that. I will, let's see. I can do this for right now. And, all right. If things don't go well, I can just stick that on, although that's not, I have this as well, but I don't really like this exactly. This setup is not the best. Let's see. I have a very tiny studio for those of you that don't know. Everything is just like super, super small. So did this guy like overheat or something? Why did it turn off? USB mode. Start streaming. Let's see. Why did that camera turn off? Oh. All right. Is this back on? I'm so sorry, guys. Hopefully you can still hear me. Oh my gosh, it's not on. So if you guys can still hear me, please post in the comments. I want to make sure like everything is still. I'm like trying to mess with this right now, but so that is so weird. This should be here. And then deactivate. All right, what the heck? Activate. I don't like this. This is very frustrating. Interfering with the stream. You know, I streamed the other day and had no issues. But now it wants to give me issues. Oh my goodness. Not sure. Not sure. Yeah, let me just, for starters, get this awful quality camera kind of there, and to start USB streaming. Oh, that should not be like that. My camera requires a battery when it's plugged into a USB. That's so weird, and I didn't have a battery in here. I think that's the issue. Oh, I did have a battery in here, but it wasn't charging it. Let's see. You gonna work now? Let's see, USB. This might happen again. I really hope it doesn't, but. All right, I think we're good now. Oh, are we good? Okay. Let's see. Guys, hey, if you don't mind me asking, have a question. Yeah, go for it, man. What's up? Okay. So we're back. Well, I really hope this doesn't happen again. But if it does, I know what to do. We have visual dark again. Okay. Oh my gosh. It is so hot in here, and then that just made it even worse. So what I was showing before was the hot end is kind of interesting, the way it's designed. Hopefully it'll end up working out pretty well for us. So it wants me to just align. There are 2 screws right here. These 2 screws line up with these 2 holes right here, this hole and this hole, and it just connects. Pretty simple, if you will. It was simple the first time. Okay. And then it wants me to use an M410. I don't know which one that is. Is that this one that I just threw? This one, I think it's this one. That's pretty easy. Not too bad. I have not seen you post about the Soval SVO2 anymore. Oh, hey, okay, so the Soval SVO2, I ended up getting rid of it. I didn't have room for it, and I had to send it away. I actually really do like that printer. That printer is, it's actually, of the printers I've had, it at one point was one of my favorite printers. And I know who owns that Soval. So if there is content you want with it, there's a chance I could get access to it. And live, great, keep going. I'm sorry, Adrian. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. So got that plugged in. So it wants me to use 2. Oh, there's a screw on the back as well. Would you look at that? So it's really not that fast to take this thing on and off. Why are they? That's difficult to access. Why do they advertise this as being easy to install the hot end when it's no easier, more difficult than other printers that I've owned? I don't quite understand that. I mean, it lines up nicely, but it doesn't. It's no better or worse. Got any other Sovals? I do not have any other Sovals. You know, the SVO6 apparently was a massive hit. All right, it wants me to turn the printer on, so I'm going to plug it in and turn her on. You know, there was no spot for power switching, not that I saw. So I wonder if I'm going to destroy this printer when I turn it on. Let's see, before I... Oh, it's already on. Okay. Well, I was going to show the power mode, the power. Holy crap, that was fast. So here is the screen. It's actually not too bad leveling. Hot end. Okay, so got to heat the hot end up. So it's going to heat up first before it levels. That was incredibly fast to boot up. Oh my gosh, that was like lightning fast. Now I want to, I think I want to move some of this stuff around. I want to try and get a close-up of this as it's printing. I upgraded from an Ender 3 V2 to a Sobol 206. Great printer after some bearing grease. Get a 206 looking to upgrade to whatever Sobol will. Yeah, oh my gosh, so many companies need to get Core XY machines out because they're it. I mean, they really are. That is weird looking. Yeah, Core XY machines are without a doubt the way to go. And for long run, I mean, having the Y-axis shake around, there's no like. We've proven with like the AnchorMake M5 that you can get up to 250, 500 millimeters a second, but print quality definitely is degraded a little bit. So I think getting Core XY into the market's going to be, or getting it into the mass market, if you will, is going to be very very big. What were these massive bolts for? Like literally, there was something I didn't do. Like, what the heck? So I put... Oh, that's quiet. That's quiet. That's not quiet. That's quiet. I like this. All right. Okay. I can't remember what I was saying. I have terrible memory. What's going on, Aka? How you doing, man? Sorry for butchering your name. Yeah. So I was checking out what I missed on those massive bolts. Let's see. Maybe they're just like. They just had extra in the factory and they wanted to give me some bolts or something. What the heck? I don't know. I think they just had extra in the factory. Alright, so I gotta get rid of this. I don't need any of these. Clean up my space. And of course they provided a power cable, but I used one that I already had plugged in. Alright, so what are we doing now? It says, but well, I don't know what it said because it's no longer saying it. So this screen actually has some pretty decently high resolution. Preheat, 3 defaults, PLA, ABS, TPU, both, whoa, I don't know what I did. Settings, interesting, same exact settings. Okay, very responsive screen, menu, move, very normal stuff. Okay, so actually this is, what the heck? Not sure what's happening. I clicked baby step and this, oh, it's homing. Okay, it's homing, okay, increase. Interesting. Baby step is going up by 1/10 of a millimeter. But not, okay, let's put it back to, okay, fine. We'll save it. Extrude, baby step, percentage. What is that? Okay. Settings. Run out on. Why was that off by default? I have no idea. Z axis. Or, sorry, Z offset. SVO6 has been great. The PEI sheet could grip a little better, but other than that, did a full Raven skull print last night. 0.1 layer height, full supports, Ender 3 would have destroyed it. That's awesome. That's awesome. 300 by 300 bed, current Core XY. Wow, I want to get 3D printing. Is it possible to get started? Yes. So actually, WG, I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce your name. Actually, I think, I might be mistaken, but I think this particular printer might be under $300. So when I clicked Z offset, it just sent me to the page that shows the bed mesh. This is interesting. Not sure why that is. But If I click the down arrow, what? Well, I don't know what's happening. Is it like actually? What the heck? Is this thing moving? I don't know if this is moving. That's not doing anything. All right, go back. Okay, so it gave me a fat SD card, but it did not give me any way to plug it into the computer. So that's fantastic. But there is a spot to put an SD card if you want one. You've got SD card, USB, USB-C. Don't know why there's USB-C. Maybe you can print from it. I don't know. Okay, so I have my own USB or SD card drive thing. So let's see. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Kali Dragon. I didn't download it. I'm okay. Download. All right. Let's do the. What's the difference? Oh, that's just STL and 3MF. All right. I hope if I just use. We're gonna see. I'm going to plug this in on my Ender 3. Well, that's Ender 3. Hold on. Let me change this to add a non-network printer. So let's see if there is MINGDA on here. Ming, M-I. Sorry you guys can't see this. MINGDA, Magician. I'm just gonna pick one of these. I think that'll be close. All right. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this is gonna work. As long as this goes in the center of the print bed, it should be fine. Let's see. My buddy is getting one also for helmets. Oh, I am going to be doing some helmet work very soon, and I'm probably going to be making a video on it because I'm going to be modifying STLs. I'm going to be adding textures to some helmets. I think it's going to be really cool. So, okay, so I just did a simple slice on, what the, did that go in? How'd that? Okay, I just did a very simple slice on the, let's see, should I print with, sure, print with this. A simple slice on that, that file, so hopefully that will be enough. If something goes wrong, oh man, that is tight. That is really, really tight. If something goes wrong, well, I'll have to actually go through and build a Cura profile for this thing. But why is this not going in? Oh, I just got it in and then it decided to pop out. Let's see, is this not heated up anymore? Oh, it is, okay. Oh, so they did test this. There's white filament that's coming out. Move, go up. Go up. So white filament came out of this thing. So they tested this at the factory, which is pretty nice. And whenever I get this started, I'm going to get a camera set up so you can get a close-up. Print, SD card, Dragon, confirm. Watch me like destroy the print bed immediately with this. So I literally pulled this into Cura and just clicked a totally, completely random MINGDA printer, and that was loud. All right. Well, it's printed because I chose a random printer that was bigger. It's not printing in the exact center of the bed, but that shouldn't matter. It seems to actually. What the heck is it doing? Why is it? Oh no, did I put a, does this have a, oh it does have a brim on it. Okay, I'm going to reslice this because I don't want to print a brim. or it's not a brim, a raft. Do not want to print a raft. All right, do a skirt. But this is nice because, all right, so we're going to, oh, that's really bad. I'm sorry. Really bad glare. All right, so we're going to stop this. This is printing perfectly though. Like I have a 0Z offset, a literal 0Z offset, and it is printing just fine, which is very promising. All right, save. Oops, don't save that to disk. Save to removable drive. Now eject it. All right, put this back in. And, oh, they locked as it should. Oh, that's a little hot and gooey. SD card, print. Okay, so after the issues that I had with this thing so far, I'm actually like, that was promising. Because it's got the leveling on the nozzle. There's not a BL touch. I hate BL touches. Sorry, it cooled down. But there's not BL. I hate those BL touches. There's no reason to have them if we can use the nozzle and a strain gauge to level. And 0Z offset, and there was like perfect layer adhesion or perfect Z-axis from what I saw immediately. So it looks like they're accounting for the Z offset automatically, which can be good in some cases and can be bad in other cases. For a new user, that's actually probably not too bad. It's a little gooey, that PLA is. It's got the bed at, what has it got the bed at? The bed is at, I have no idea what temperature the bed is, because it's very confusing. Oh, the bed is at 60. Let's see. Here you go. You can see the first layer is like laid down flawlessly. It's like nothing wrong with that. So here on the screen, you've got B62 at a 60, which is really not great. It should be at 60 exactly. But so if I go to heat, how do I change to, okay, nozzle bed. We want to lower this to 50. Go back. We don't want to melt our PLA on the actual build plate. That would be crazy. Okay. I am going to set up this other camera hopefully a little bit better. Yeah. So give me just a second to do that. I added the file. You can try. Yeah, I saw that, man, Inferno. I will go through and I will print that file shortly for sure. As you know, whenever I go and actually do some more testing on this machine, I will end up printing that file. But so for starters, let me show you guys. If you watched my last live stream, you know that my printing studio is absolutely tiny. So I have to literally walk under this table in order to get to the other side. It's absolutely ridiculous. But here I am. So let's see. This cable is not very long. So I'm going to move some foam, garbage white foam, and I'm going to end up trying to move the printer a little bit. This way I can get a pretty good angle on it. With this camera has like really bad quality, but it's the only one that I can get closer. So let's see. So if I do this, and then I kind of put this like this, it looks like there's a blinky light in there. Oh my gosh. So if I come over here and I say, let's see, close up printer. There we go. Okay, now I can crawl back under the table. All right. So we've got a close-up of this thing. And do you see that blinking red light, red and green light? What the heck? I don't even know what that is. And it's orange too. You can't see it on your side, but it's It's orange. Oh my gosh. Crazy. All right, let me get this out. I'm gonna move to the other side again. I want to, I want to get some video of this. So this is what the actual screen looks like. You can baby step. You've got percentage. I think this was for speed. You know, it's a little confusing. Probably if you end up ever using this machine, you're probably never going to use this. Some of this is confusing, but I will say, without a doubt, this is less confusing than some other printers that I've used. Fan, I'm not going to go touching a lot of this stuff. You've got 199, so maybe that's for number of layers left. 100, oh, temperature, T0. Extruder, or sorry, nozzle temperature, 200. Bed temperature, 53 out of 50. Z-axis, total time printing. X location, Y location. Okay, that's pretty cool. Interesting. So another thing to note about this printer, you've got, I mentioned it earlier, but you've got standard USB-A, SD card, and USB-C. I don't know if you can use these to upgrade the firmware or not, the USBs, or if you can print from them, I have no idea. You've got Y-axis bed tightening or belt tightening. You've got X-axis belt tightening over here. And let's see, the handle. This handle actually is kind of nice. Not gonna lie, as I was moving it around, it felt pretty good. I'm not a big fan of the branding on here. I don't like the branding, right? It kind of sticks out too much, but it is what it is. Everything is plastic, except these extruded aluminum pieces. Everything is plastic. There's like literally no metal anywhere, so definitely something to consider, right? Like this, even this is plastic. So in the case of a lot of cheaper printers, you're going to have metal cross braces for your X-axis, and you're gonna have metal base. This printer is very light. It feels hollow. You know, if it prints well, it prints well, and if it fits the budget for price, then it fits the budget for price. But just, you know, it is all plastic. So the installation and build was relatively easy, right? Like I built it really slowly because I'm live streaming, but you could have easily built this a lot faster. I could have built this thing in 10 or 15 minutes. Screen is responsive. The firmware is a lot better than some printers. I don't want to name names, but I've had printers that the firmware just looks even, you know, this doesn't look great, but it makes sense. Let's see. You know, the belts came a little loose. I had to tighten this one. I forgot to even check. This is a little loose too, but I'm not gonna, the X-axis is a little loose. I'm not gonna change it now that I'm printing though. And I guess we'll go back to this close-up while I crawl under the table again. All right. Let's see. Oh, hopefully I'm not like destroying the audio when I step on that. So let's see. I like the light. You know, the light's kind of interesting. Not really sure why it's there. Don't know why it's changing colors. USB-C, more than likely a serial connection. Yeah, a lot of printers these days I didn't think had serial connections. But who knows? It might be a serial connection. And what I'm looking at right now is actually really promising. It looks pretty good so far. So I will say what I sliced this at, because I literally have no idea. I'm looking at the settings now. It's sliced 0.2 layer height. This is just standard quality in Cura, essentially. This is 0.2 layer height, 20% infill, no support. I hope this doesn't need support. I have never printed this. It doesn't look like it needs support, so I think it's probably fine without it. Skirt, yeah, so it's just 0.2 layer height, so it should be pretty good. Game Boy cartridge. Ah, it's your file, sweet. Yeah, I'll print that at some point. And actually, Whenever I'm done with the live stream, I'll go ahead and print that, and then I'll have the pictures sometime. I'll post them in the Discord for you. But yeah, this is, what do you guys think so far from the stuff that you've seen? Do you feel a little sketched out just like me? USB-C more than one, yeah, serial. Guys, if you haven't, click the like button. These videos are fun to make, live streams are fun to make, but it's, there's so much work involved with getting everything set up, right? Like, just, getting everything, monitors turned around and all this stuff. Like I said, it's fun, but there's so much cleanup involved. So definitely some support to the video is definitely appreciated. Yeah, and I'm not sure how many of you guys came from already, being subscribers, but if you didn't, I appreciate you coming and checking by. Yeah, let me, I think the print is far enough up now. This light might be invasive. I might not be able to get it close up because of this light. But, oh, and the bed's moving too. Let's see. Can I do this? Oh, I'm showing the wrong side of things. Can I zoom in with this? I definitely, not gonna lie, I would have expected worse. I would have expected worse. So, it's hard to see right here, but it's honestly pretty good for what it is. Let's see. I'm gonna move this up here. So let me look at the price on this machine, because I completely, for someone who's never touched a 3D printer, seems like it's worked. Yeah, honestly, seriously, this has worked way, way better than I was expecting, because, when I opened it, it's got the cheapest white, crappiest white foam, styrofoam that, like I said, I thought we graduated from that like 5 or 10 years ago, especially with 3D printing. And, oh no, look at this. Hold on, I'll get back to that thought in a second. I've got styrofoam on the, oh, it flipped on me. No, don't flip on me. You guys don't want to see me. Why is this on me? Stop. You don't want to see me. You want to see the back. There we go. Restart. Look at this. It's got cheap white come on. This is not okay. That's my biggest complaint so far, because that could actually screw things up. That could actually break stuff. So, what sets this apart from any other budget printer makes me wonder why. Yeah, so, let me look at I was looking at the price. So, MINGDA Magician X2. So, it's, you guys obviously can, open up a second tab. This printer US is $289. And so, oh my gosh, I can't put the screen up on this laptop, but on here they're saying brand new quick swap extruder, and it's just like, it makes me upset that they say that, because why? I don't understand. There's no reason to call it a quick swap extruder if you're not going to offer like a blending nozzle or something. Let me also see their 3D printers, materials and parts and accessories, Magician series. They might offer a blending nozzle for sale. If I can even, like, their website's frozen up on me. Oof, brass, Z-Nuts in 2023. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, so their website's frozen on me. What sets this apart? So this is $289 US, and it has auto Z leveling, but it's built into the nozzle. And I'm looking now, that print still looks pretty good. It's built into the nozzle. So there's no BL touch involved. There's no CR touch, no whatever you want to call it. It's really loud and probes the bed, clicks and clicks all the way around. None of that. This has dual Z motors, which most printers don't. And it's a direct drive. So you might get direct drive in some cheaper end printers. Direct drive is not necessarily better. It might be better, it might be worse. It's all dependent on what you want, right? This machine is never going to print fast. It's not designed to print fast. So direct drive, when you have direct drive, you have all of the weight in the hot end assembly right here on the x-axis. So it's heavy. You get ringing when you're printing quickly, or you can't print as fast for other just weight reasons, weight restrictions. But that light is not changing. That's weird. That light under the nozzle. So you're getting a lot for the money, but you can see where they've saved. You can see where they've saved money in order to include those things, right? Like I said, everything is plastic except these y-axis frame pieces. Everything is plastic. I mean, you've got plastic X bracing here. You've got plastic shrouds on the base. You've got even this whole piece that connects to the y-axis, or sorry, to the z-axis. These what is this? This is the x-axis carriage that connects. This is plastic. So these are low stress components. I don't have it pulled up. What's the volume? The print volume exactly for this machine, and of course their machine came back, and I lost their website for. I'm sorry. Let me get it for you. Their website was being slow to load for me. The print volume on this is. Let's see. They're not advertising it. Okay, the print size, no, 23. Okay, 230 by 230 by 260. So it's roughly the size of like an Ender 3. It's essentially, I mean, it's an Ender 3 clone. But so in my experience 3D printing for the last few years, you're really never going to be printing bigger than this, right? You might every once in a while print something that is too large in either the X or the Y, but you're never going to print something that's taller than the Z. So 260 millimeters tall is like, it's so much better than you really ever need. And even on the X and the Y, most people are talking about how they want larger printers on X and Y, but most people don't use it. Some people do. Don't get me wrong, some people definitely use it. And some people exclusively print big items. But for the standard person, a printer this size is all you really need, in my opinion. So I'm not sure. This printer came with things that I don't know why it came with. You have like a full-on 10 millimeter, 8 millimeter wrench. We've got extra bolts that were unneeded. Don't know what all that was for. And to kind of go bounce back on what I was saying earlier, so the quick swap nozzle is what they're like advertising this as. Let's see. Let's go back to it. They're advertising this as a quick swap quick swap hot end. The only reason that you would ever really need quick swap hot end is if you're like swapping to something that's a different style hot end. And if I'm looking at their website now, you can buy nozzles, you can buy silicone socks. That's really nice because some websites don't sell silicone socks for their hot end, or some it's hard to find sometimes. You get a new hotbed, new fans. A lot of this stuff you could easily buy off Amazon and maybe get a better deal. But you can even buy stuff like the tensioner for your direct drive extruder. So they literally offer like everything, which is this is actually like potentially a compelling reason to this might be a compelling reason to purchase this machine. Obviously, up to I'm not doing a review here, but that's up to whoever is looking at buying a printer. But that's a really compelling reason to want to buy this, because you can get all of the parts on the website. Even if your fan goes out, you've got the fan that for a fact is going to work, and all of these components are like off-the-shelf components. But for a brand new user, some people don't know that. So I only did one print that maxed out my Ender 3, custom designed a PC case, and it was still 4 pieces. Yeah, I mean, seriously, most people don't max their print bed out. It's like, there's just typically not a reason to do that. I know this camera is so bad, but the print is actually turning out pretty good so far. Let me come to the other side and get it so I can get a better angle on it. But the print is coming out pretty well for what it is. I'm like stepping on these wires everywhere I go. All right, is it this one? All right. See if I can get this. Like the Z axis looks good. There's not very much Z banding at all. It looks like maybe there's a little bit of stringing between the body, and I guess I'll have to really see how bad that is when I get the print done. And I've zoomed in pretty far right here, so some of the issues are going to be a little exaggerated. But I mean, honestly, it's like really good so far. Let me get this. I'm gonna check out the main camera, to make sure we're not running out of battery. We might be. Really not sure what's going on with this thing. Let's see. No, don't do that. All right, I think we're good for right now. It might be draining, but hopefully it's not. Having this, the way I'm using like a pretty nice camera for my USB setup, or USB camera, and there's a special mode on there that allows it to be a USB camera as well as charging the battery, and that setting might have been turned off. Yes, I have a Cobra for the average needs, but the price equal Cobra 2, I would go with that. Thank you for answering the question, though. I would keep forgetting to look into this printer. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Let me look up the, but the price equal Cobra 2. Let me look at the Cobra 2. Cobra 2 3D printer. Because I haven't really done much work with any cubic printers, to be honest with you. Yeah, so the Cobra 2 is $269. Let me see. So looking at the Cobra 2, you're probably, so Anycubic is a bigger brand, obviously. They're a more significant brand. You're going to get most likely a better user interface on the screen. Just looking at it right now, I would think that that's the case. I mean, if it's advertising 150 millimeters per second, I don't know what the accelerations are, but if that's what it's advertising, it might. We're getting into a realm or a market where fast printing speeds are really just easy to achieve. Most printers, even the stock Ender 3 that you could have bought 5 years ago, could reach 150 millimeters per second. Or you have to change the hot end. But if you change the hot end and you get some kind of a moderately high flow setup, you could achieve that speed. So plastic plus white foam equals profit. So Inferno, plastic and white foam equals, well, it either equals profit or it equals the ability to do some more research and development to do your own custom work, like to buy, I don't know what I'm saying, to buy extra stuff like an extra Z-axis motor, in order to put some more labor into the firmware. So if you save money in some places, you might be able to apply it in other places a little bit. They ditched the V wheels too. Yeah. Let's see. Are you meaning the? So Anycubic is still using the V wheels on the Cobra 2, from what I see right now. Are they not using V wheels? Maybe I just don't get a good picture of it, but I thought it looks like they are using V wheels. Maybe not. Cobra 2 has steel rods in the V slot and metal wheels, so a slight upgrade to normal V wheel. Okay, yeah, I was actually looking. This does look. Oh, okay, I see now. Okay, yep. That's. I mean, the metal wheels on the Cobra 2 aren't going to wear down, but they're still not. I don't know. I wonder how that would perform, because it's a little bit different technology than even some other printers I've used. Let's see, how far along are we? It definitely looks like there's some surface finish issues on here, but again, I literally chose. When I opened my Cura profile, I chose the MINGDA Magician Max because I had to go back in time and pick an older version of Cura. And I literally imported the file and clicked print immediately, and I didn't change anything. So there's a chance that with some slight modifications of the settings, the surface finish would be a little better. But honestly, the surface finish on this is better than other printers that I've seen in this price category. It's not rails, but probably. Yeah, I mean, if it's, linear rails are obviously king, but linear rails are expensive. And V wheels, they're going to wear down. They're made of plastic, rubber, they're going to wear down. It just will. And so if you can put metal wheels on a metal rod, that's not going to wear down. You might not get as smooth movements as V wheels, but you probably will, or it would probably be unnoticeable otherwise, at least. Yeah, it's so hard to see because this is also printed. I mean, it's also printed at 0.2 layer height, so I really don't know. So this printer is $289. And the Cobra 2 is $269. At the very least, in my MINGDA hasn't paid me to say anything. I think you're probably gonna. This is probably a decent printer, but it might be outdated in some cases here or there. So from this one single print, I wouldn't be unhappy with this for the price, but I know Anycubic is a bigger brand. You probably have more following on Anycubic, and at $20 cheaper, it might be the better buy. I obviously can't say too much because this printer's been printing for 30 minutes, and I haven't seen anything honestly on the Cobra 2. Does the Cobra 2 have dual Z motor? It looks like it's a single Z motor and it's just coupled. It's coupled at the top with a belt. So that's going to be a difference there if that's something that you care about. How long till the print is over? The print will be over in, let's see. Kira said an hour. It looks like we've got 20 minutes left. 20 something minutes left. I don't know. It doesn't have a time limit on it, or a time countdown. It only has a time count up, and it's been printing for 30 minutes. Kira said 54 minutes, so yeah, there's about 20 minutes left. So Let's see. My feeling is the MINGDA might be targeted towards markets outside the U.S. where shipping or customs might be an issue for competitors. Yeah, honestly, that might be the case. I'm not sure. Obviously, MINGDA is going to be a Chinese company as well. I mean, pretty much every single one of these machines comes from China. Obviously, they're all off-the-shelf Chinese parts. Doesn't necessarily mean bad, but I will say I've been pleased with what I've seen so far. Like I already mentioned it, right? The handle is nice. The PEI plate alignment is very nice. The PEI plate itself is nice. I had a printer down here, and I don't want to call them out, but a company sent me a printer, a cheap printer, actually more expensive than this one, but like far and away, where it was so bad. I sent them an email and I refused to write a review on it. Not because I didn't want to warn my viewers of the bad machine, but because I simply couldn't draw myself to use the printer. And the PEI plate on that printer was literally sharp. It almost cut me. And so the PEI plate on this is a standard PEI. It's the same quality as my AnchorMake M5. These are very high quality, high-end PEI plates. These are pretty thick. The plate on this MINGDA is pretty thick, and it's dual-sided. One side of it was textured and one side of it was smooth. The AnchorMake, all you get two textured sides. This is what I prefer personally. Some people probably don't prefer that, but I do. But the MINGDA, you get a smooth and a textured side. And then some of the other stuff that I thought was nice was like during the build process, you've got the Z-axis alignment rods. This way you can assemble it as a single person. You've got the dual Z-axis motors. So you are getting something for the money over the Cobra 2. Yeah, well, is that it's yours and you already can't beat that. Well, man, I've got so many other printers. The WizMaker P1 the WizMaker P1 is my #1 most favorite cheap printer right now. There's more of this white foam. I thought I found all of it. So on Amazon right now, the WizMaker P1 is, I think, $300 with an $80 coupon, which brings it to $220. The WizMaker P1, I'm not sure. It might not be Chinese. It might be Australian. I don't know. But the thing with that printer is, it was a Kickstarter. It's the only product WizMaker ever came out with, and they hit it out of the park. And I haven't used my WizMaker P1 in like 4 or 5 months, not because I don't specifically want to, but because I use my AnchorMake M5s so freaking much. I use those all the time because they're incredibly, incredibly convenient. But the WizMaker P1 probably kills every single printer in my opinion. It doesn't have certain things. And it's a fully custom user experience on the screen, so it's never had an update. I don't think it ever will have an update, but it's an incredible machine, and everything is should you buy this printer, this printer, this printer? Even if I think one of them is better than the other, someone else's differences or someone else's preferences might change, but all these cheap printers, they're all so similar. If you pay $30 more or $30 less, what are you getting? Are you getting a better or a worse product? I don't know, right? Like, you're just getting a slightly different product. Yeah, and I'm looking at this thing now. It definitely has some stringing. So the quality, I do wish that the quality on this print was ever so slightly better, but it's not bad. Like, the layers are big, so we can't take the layers the issue, or we can't say the layers being big are an issue. And I'm watching my stream right now, and the quality coming through on stream, I hope, is the quality that I'm seeing, because it looks a little bit fuzzy to me. Would I recommend this as a good starter printer? I mean, I don't know if I don't really know if I'm qualified to say if I recommend this as a good starter printer, because this is the first print that I've done with it. It's really scary that everything is plastic, right? Like, these are not high stress components. These are not high stress components. The base is not a high stress component, but like something like this, this kind of x-axis, don't know what you want to call this. It's not a high stress component, but it will increase rigidity. It's plastic. The hot end is plastic, so a lot of the plastic scares me, and the fact that it was shipped in that white foam, that legitimately scares me as well, because as someone mentioned, I can't remember who it was, it might have been Adrian. I don't know if you're still here, Adrian. It shipped it with that white hard foam. In shipping, that could potentially like jostle things around, and that could cause pieces to break, plastic pieces to break. It could cause bolts to come loose. So do I think that's going to happen? Not necessarily, but it's possible. So everything being plastic does scare me. But I'm a huge proponent of buying cheaper products, and if you need to upgrade later, right? Like, do I recommend someone go out and buy this Anchor Make M5 for $800 if it's their first ever printer? If you are stretching your budget, absolutely not. That Anchor Make M5 is my favorite printer that I've ever owned. It's incredible, but it's incredibly expensive at the same time, right? Like, you get a seriously high quality product for what you're paying for, but sometimes you don't need that much. Like, maybe someone is simply printing, someone is going to print PETG out of this machine, and they're just going to be printing functional parts like brackets. Maybe that's good enough. And if that's good enough, then why would you spend an extra $400 to buy that thing back there? So there's good stuff about this. I don't know if I'm yet qualified to answer that. I need to get more time under it to see, because right now the print quality, while it's better than other printers I've seen and experienced, it definitely could have some work, and that, again, I've mentioned this multiple times, could be very, in part, due to the slicer, right? Like, I literally just imported the model, clicked slice, and printed it. I didn't do any tweaking whatsoever. So that could be a huge contributor to that. But let's see. There's good stuff about this, and then there's bad stuff about it. It's once again, it's a cheap printer, right? You're going to get cheap printer results. Like, you're not going to get Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon results out of this machine. The X1 Carbon is an $1,100 printer. This is a $300 printer. For some, I had a cup of water and I lost it, and I need it. I've got it all the way over there. For someone that absolutely doesn't have the money to invest in a more expensive printer, from what I'm seeing right now, yeah, this is a nice machine. Cheers. Oh no, my whole camera fell. What the heck? How'd that happen? We good? We're good. By the way, guys, big news coming soon. Live streaming, maybe before the end of 2023, is going to get significantly better. For my first printer, I avoiding anything with proprietary parts. Unless you're paying Bamboo Labs prices, I am avoid. Yeah. Seriously, proprietary parts are avoid them at all costs. There's literally no reason to get any first. Right now, there's no reason to get any printer with proprietary parts. And honestly, maybe going forth in the future, a precedent has been set. There's a chance that proprietary parts might never be worth it in the 3D printing space. And again, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'm sorry that the close-up quality of the printer is not too great. I'm using a really bad camera for the close-up. I didn't have any other option, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, to kind of go back on, is this a good first starter printer? From what I'm seeing now, if you don't have any option other than this, I would not be scared to buy this. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full review on this. I might do a small little, 5 or 6 minute, like, what does this printer have kind of thing, because I don't know how much time I'm going to have to dedicate to it. But from what I'm seeing now, like, it's a pretty solid, first starter direct drive. Like, maybe where you live you can't get a deal. Maybe you can't get, the Wizmaker P1, I said it's $300 on Amazon with an $80 coupon. Maybe where you live you can't get the $80 coupon and you can't afford the extra 20 bucks, plus shipping or whatever. Who knows? Maybe in your country this printer is on sale. Who knows? Have you ever thought about having employees for your 3D printing business? It's 2 a.m. I don't want to own a 3D printer, but I just want to see that thing finished. Yeah, man, there's like probably 5 or 10 minutes left. It's like it's super close to done. I mean, we can definitely see the head of it. It's very close. Inferno. Have I ever? I'm sorry, it's 2 a.m. where you are. I know you want to go to sleep. This is definitely being wrapped up soon. But have I wanted employees for my 3D printing business? My business doesn't make enough money to have employees. Everything is done in this room, and you can, as you've seen, I've been walking, like crawling under this table to get over there. Like, there's no room for me to have employees, even if I wanted to. I have a little bit of help from time to time in terms of like packaging items up, but really a lot of my revenue is generated from eBay, where I sell the same thing over and over again. So I have so many printers, like I'm staring at like 12 printers right now. I typically, when I run out of inventory, I turn 5 or 6 printers on and I print the same thing 5 or 6 times. So, I go online and I buy 6 rolls of black PETG and I load it up into all of my printers and I print the same thing. So every 3 hours I have 6 items and I put it in my inventory basket, and I do that over and over and over again. So in terms of printing, I don't really need help printing. I would prefer to not have to deal with packaging and putting shipping labels on items, but that's just part of it, right? Like, I don't make enough money to pay someone to come in and do that. On a day-to-day basis, I sell 1 or 2 items, and on a week-to-week basis, I sell 5 to 10 items, kind of thing, or 10 to 14, 10 to 15 items. So it's like, I can't have someone come to my house to package 1 item. So a friend of mine got a Flash Forge and started having a bunch of issues, and I believe he can only get parts from them. Yeah, Flash Forge, I'm pretty sure, is like super closed source in a lot of their stuff. You might be able to hack stuff from time to time with every manufacturer, but like there's definitely there's definitely going to be printers out there that are all closed source. I think FlashForge is, I know you can get consumer grade FlashForge printers, but there's a chance that FlashForge is like more towards the prosumer market. I don't know. I'm not really sure. They definitely have professional, right? Like the Creator 3. I'm on their website now. Creator 3, Creator 4. Those are listed under the professional market, and then the consumer printers. Actually, my cousin has an Adventurer 3, and it only fits a filament spool that's this big. It fits a 200 or 250 gram spool, and sometimes that's like awful, because a lot of PLA colors like Galaxy, color changing, co-extrusion, stuff like that, you can't get in those smaller spools sometimes. Like, I actually, I have some of them here. So these are 250 gram spools, and you can see by the size of my hand how tiny they are. These are by a company called OVV 3D. And actually, for my Etsy shop, I print Flexi Factory toys, and OVV 3D is my primary supplier for those color options for those toys. And so I bought a bunch of these small spools in order to test colors, to figure out if I actually liked this material, because it's incredibly expensive. This one 250 gram spool of material is like, standard PLA is like probably $8 or $9, whereas it should be closer to $5. And it's smaller, so like, the FlashForge consumer market, like, it's definitely not the same as if you're going and buying an Ender 3, an Ender 6, Prusa, right? Like, I could stick a 3 kilogram roll of filament on here probably and be just fine. And if it doesn't fit, I can make a custom holder and put that on the side and have it feed in that way. So like on that Adventurer 3, that you can't do that. So they're definitely more closed source in certain cases. If the hot end fails, I wouldn't know how to replace it on that thing. Let's see, what does the timer say on this? Timer says 4 minutes left. We'll see if it's actually 4 minutes or if it's a little more. But I mean, it's actually pretty good, right? Like, between the tail, I think if you do a quick, see, look at this. It's pretty good, the front face, besides the fact that it's a 0.2 layer height, not 0.16 or smaller. But if I did a, what's it called? If I did a retraction calibration on this, I think this, I can't point to it from this side. How am I doing? Well, but between the tail, my finger is this big in comparison to the print. I think if I did a retraction test on this, then a retraction calibration, I could get the stringing between the tail fixed up, and it might look better. What is going on, Gut Laun TV? How are you doing? Hey, from Germany. I took German in I took German in high school. I wish I took more years. I only took 2 years of German, but I wish I was fluent in German. It's like, I love that language. And yeah, OVV 3D is fantastic stuff. It's really great. And Strong Hero 3D is fun too, right? I've got, here we go. This. Yep, Strong Hero 3D as well. This is a gold and red kind of gradient. So I don't know what the gradient is, but every like 1 meter or so it changes colors from gold to. But I've got a second roll of this stuff, if I can reach it. This is, yeah, so this is the same roll as well. This is actually probably one of my favorite colors of filament that I ever got, or that I've ever owned. I really, really like this stuff. It's like a gold red gradient, but it's got glitter in it as well. I that was this this was the first roll of Strong Hero 3D that I ever bought, and it clogged my printer twice. I feel really bad because I was going to make a YouTube video using this material, and I was going to call them out on it, and like, you know, oh, when I used this fantastic material from Strong Hero 3D, sorry, the water is making me bubble inside. But it clogged my nozzle 2 or 3 times. I think it was twice. And so actually Strong Hero 3, I contacted them because it destroyed. I did like a 300 gram print. I lost half of the material. I contacted them and they actually sent me out a new roll, and that's what that one up there is. So, but ever since that happened, I think I just got a dud. They make fantastic material as well. Brooks Lotta, greetings from Huntsville. Hey, I'm from Huntsville. How are you doing, Brooks? You're about to see the finished print here. We've got, oh, we're almost done. We have a tiny bit of antlers left. A fellow 2 a.m. watcher, even though I'm from Italy. Yeah, what time is it in Germany? I guess Germany and Italy are basically the same time. Yeah, this is definitely. I'm definitely gonna calibrate retraction on this because looking at the face and like the facial features of this dragon look very, very clean, but when it gets to the parts like where the antlers are, there's definitely some issues there. That's a very easy thing to fix. So you know, obviously you'd like the printer to be calibrated from factory, but for $289, can you really expect it to be calibrated from factory? Honestly, I don't know if you can really truly expect that. You know, the certain cases maybe you can, but like if you have if you have a company that sells a lot of printers, they know they're using the same hardware every time. They should be able to calibrate it once, and then load those cal values into every single printer. Brooks, this is a if you Google the Cali Dragon, it's C-A-L-I. Actually, I can pull it up. I can show you right here. I can't really show the screen. I can't show. I can't share my screen because I'm working on a bad setup right now. But this is the dragon. So it's kind of. Let's see. Where's my mouse? So yeah, you're looking for some stringing between the antlers. Stringing between the tail and the body. You're looking for the details of the scales, and so this is just telling you kind of specifically what to look for when the print quality is done. So, but this is the model. It's loading. Hold on, I can drag this around in 3D space in a second. So. Right now, I'm seeing some stringing between the antlers, and I'm seeing some. Where's my mouse? Keeps disappearing. And I see some stringing between here, which I wish didn't exist. These scales actually have pretty decent quality on my model. The smoothness on the cheeks are looking really good right now. It's like super close to being done, so we're about to. I'm about to be able to show you the quality. I haven't really even seen it myself fully, but so you know this is kind of what you're looking at, or what you should be looking for. And under the nose right here, you want to see that that the hot end cooling fans have cooled the extruded plastic enough, because if you don't have enough cooling, this would droop, and you can see once this loads again. The chin is kind of hanging over thin air a little bit, not very much. So let's see. Come on, you can load. This is kind of slow. Oh, it wasn't loading, I don't think. So you can see the chin is kind of hanging over thin air a little bit, so you want to make sure that it can actually print that successfully. And so that is what we are looking at here. Let's see. I have too many of them. Pretty one for every new filament looked cool and dual colored black and green. Yeah, that would actually, I bet that would look pretty good. What's your print quality here versus the fast printer and your short? Yeah, so Brooks, this printer is solidly a budget printer. It's $289 on the website for, this is the MINGDA Magician X2. It's $289 on their website, $289 US. And this fast printer, let's see, these two Anchor Make M5s are $800 US. They print significantly faster and they print significantly better in terms of quality. But this is $289. You know, I guess you just hopped in the stream. Pretty much everything on this printer is plastic. It's a concern of mine. It's a big concern of mine. But you know, who knows how long-term this printer is going to be. So this thing did just finish, so let's go ahead and check it out. Right, so as I was showing you before, I think we have some stringing, a lot of stringing between the antlers. That is something that could easily be cleaned up with calibration. So unfortunately, it's not calibrated from factory. And then there's some stringing right here between the tail as well, as I also previously mentioned. But let me rip that off. I mean, overall, it's like, it honestly isn't that bad for the quality that I printed it in. So I printed it at 0.2 millimeter layer height. Like the facial features are printed very, very well. And the overhang is flawless. Like, the overhang is literally flawless. I mean, it's pretty perfect in my opinion from the bottom of the chin to the top of the head. I don't think it could get better. The scales, they look good too. Don't look at the top of the scales. The top of the scales, we're having issues. I wish I had a pointer. The top of the scales are having the same issue in terms of stringing that you see here between the antlers. So between the antlers, you know, it's stringing, and so at the top of the scales, it has the same printing effect that you see when you're going between the antlers, because you're going between the top of the scales, just at a much smaller scale. So the quality isn't that great on the top of the scales, but I'm actually very impressed, all things considered, seeing as I literally opened this out of the box, turned it on, did an auto calibrate on the Z-axis, and clicked the print button. This is actually very impressive. I think if I took about an hour or 2 hours out of my day to calibrate this printer, I think the results would be significantly better. I mean, this took an hour, or it took 54 minutes to print. So it wasn't fast, but for 289 bucks, it's not that bad. And I'm going to post high quality images of this on my Discord, and you know, whenever I hang up the stream, because I don't know what quality the stream is coming through, right? Like, I'll post full 1080p pictures, or 1080p. I'll post full high resolution pictures in the Discord channel. So go, if you're not, there's a link in the description for the Discord channel. You guys can find it and you can see the full high quality photos. 9 months ago, I had the same issue with clogging. They replaced my roll too, but it seemed to be an issue they resolved. It only happens once out of 30 rolls I've gotten. Oh wow, you got a lot of rolls. And actually, probably I got that other roll about 9 months ago. maybe 6 to 9 months ago. I wonder if there was some issue going that that they ended up getting resolved. I definitely see one issue that is a little sad to see. Or also, sorry, look at the bottom layer. The bottom layer is perfect. Z-axis calibration and a Z offset of 0 millimeters. So the bottom layer is perfect. Just absolutely perfect. You can see the base. The base of the print is perfect as well. And there's a little bitty Z seam right here. It's really not that bad. I've seen significantly worse Z seams as well. One thing that's kind of interesting to note is, let me try to get a pointer really quickly. Where is this? I know, where did that case go? Here we go. I have fat fingers and I can't point to stuff. You'd say it's worth staying. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm so sorry that it took long. Obviously, I can't affect the print timing, but I do appreciate you staying up. So you can see from right here, the very bottom is like layer 0 up to about right here. Probably not the top. So like this is the top of the scales. The scales top is here, probably about to here. It's like nearly flawless print quality. And then when you get to the top where the scales start to be pointy, you start to have issues with retraction. And the issues with retraction start to make the top of this look kind of gross. Again, if you look over here, from here to here, the print quality is flawless. Like there's literally no issues whatsoever. If I printed this at a 0.1 layer height, a 0.15 layer height, this would look like perfect from here to here. You might barely even see the layer lines. And then from here, which is the chin, from the chin, let me rotate, from the chin right here, all the way to the top of the head right here, it's flawless. It's just, it's beautiful. Let's look at the overhangs. Like, you're telling, like, this overhang is perfect. And if you remember at the beginning of the stream, I showed there were two 4010 4010 axial fans. One of them was angled at a 45-degree angle. One of them was just perfectly perpendicular with how the air was dumped out. Apparently, they're doing a very good job for this print speed. They're doing a good job for this print speed. But like the overhang is flawless. The layer 1, this first layer is perfect. I'm very happy with how this turned out. Very, very pleased. Well, don't stay up another hour at least. My sleep schedule's gone. Yeah, no worries, man. If you're not subscribed to the channel, drop a subscription down below. Go get some sleep. It's I'm sure you still have work or school or something tomorrow. So thank you for stopping by for sure. And yeah, as for the rest of you guys, I know I had a small viewer count for the whole stream, but no, this is a no-name printer, so that's kind of what I expected. But I definitely appreciate all of you guys that came out and watched the stream. And as same for the rest of you guys, right? If you're unsubscribed, definitely drop a subscription down below. If you guys are previous subscribers, I appreciate you guys coming in and watching the stream. I will, like I said, I will post pictures of this quality in the Discord channel in just about 10 or 15 minutes. So go join the channel. Start some discussion on this printer. If you have any questions, I can obviously answer them. Cat, yes, obligatory cat butt too. All right, I'm in uni. I study I study whenever I'm up. Man, I know that. I graduated from university 4 years ago and definitely had that 2 a.m. study time. So Anyway, guys, if you are interested in more about this, like I said, head over to the Discord channel, and I will potentially post a video on this printer, maybe a 5 or 10 minute overview in the near future, maybe in 3 or 4 weeks after I've put some time under it, or got some time under my belt. But otherwise, guys, thank you for stopping by. This has been fun, and I have a WizMaker P1, probably going to do a live unboxing of that as well. I actually have a WizMaker P1 down here, but I have another WizMaker P1 because I broke that one by accident. I kind of, long story. But anyway, so I got another WizMaker P1 I want to do an unboxing for you guys, and kind of the same thing. Might end up printing the same model so you can see the comparison results. But otherwise, guys, I'm headed out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, or 2 a.m. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Thank you.